Last season, despite winning the Copa del Rey and the Europa League, we were poor in La Liga. Some big names and wages left the club, and new young talents have joined. And we are currently in negotiations for more, which means we are on the cusp of Stage 3 of Youth to Gold now. Development and progress. Stage 3 is where I continue to bring in youth prospects and I build them, develop them, and turn them into future stars. So the format might change. We may go 2 seasons per episode to see this progression. And before we do kick on, I wanted to change the tactic to try and support the players we have a little bit more. Give it a little bit more width, using Gavi as a centre midfielder on attack to support the front, and let Nico roam as a playmaker with the fullbacks helping as inverted wingbacks. They always help the centre defensive midfielder, making the instructions a little less complicated too, hoping that this will help. The board gave me a few more coaches and even agreed to upgrade the training facilities and youth facilities. And Jose Mourinho is back in La Liga. The debts are down in its lowest point, below £200 million. Although Ansu Fati wants a new contract, so we might have to reconsider debt payments. And yep, $450k a week. No chance. Time to be strict but fair, I guess, giving him $300k a week is maximum I'm willing to go, with some additional bonuses, and thankfully he accepts this offer. Oh look, it's a domino effect. Araujo now wants a new deal. He isn't asking for anything too extreme, but the bonuses I'm gonna have to shill out here makes me feel sick. Chelsea in the UEFA Super Cup time, we have a lot of injuries, but that just gives us some opportunities for some younger lads trying to break into the first team. Andre Sheldrick gave us the lead when he cut inside and whipped one into the far corner. Mason Mount equalised in the second half, and 5 minutes later we gave Luis Diaz way too much space to score the second and the winner. 2 wins in August in the league and quite comfortable victories too. September was a strange month where we played 5 league games and only conceded 1 goal. But in that game we didn't score either, so we dropped all 3 points. The Betis game ended this month with Sesko getting a tap-in goal and Scalvini scoring off the back of a throw-in. October, however, was a lot worse, starting with a loss to Granada, who, fair play to them, absolutely battered us. Draws to Villarreal and Malaga seen out the month. The 7-0 win against Valencia just seemed really out of place. With Trincao gone and Rooney Bargi in the under-19 still, I wanted to give Akamak a chance in the first team. I feel like he's done well so far with 5 assists and 2 goals in 11 matches. And we started off November against Sociedad where Gavi gave us the lead. However, literally a minute later, we defended so poorly that they scored an equaliser. Our only league setback in November, however, with 2 wins and 7 goals followed with an El Clasico next. And despite us having an XG of 1.74, the score was still 0-0. 2 more wins that month though, and we currently sit top of La Liga by a point, Akamak with the most assists too. And I know I haven't mentioned the Champions League at all yet, but this was our group, and we play Liverpool first. There's no other way of putting it, they destroyed us. We were at home too, but they were just far more clinical than us, and they took their goals really well, all 3 of them. Again, we had a better XG, which tells me the tactic is definitely working, it was just the boys forgot their shooting boots today. We drew the next game too against Copenhagen. Things were really not looking great. Thankfully though, 3 wins in a row was enough to send us through in second place after losing to Liverpool on the final day, who topped the group. The draw was kind and we face Juventus in the next round. January transfer window opens and 2 new signings have joined us. Francisco Carlos is 6'6" with some fantastic potential and attributes and joins us from the Red Bull project in Brazil. Eric Felipe looks really promising too and also from Brazil. Youth to Gold signings right there. Possibly we'll see them in the future. I accidentally won the Super Cup again. Forced me to fork out all of that money and bonuses. Back to the league and we beat Celta Vigo 5-0 with all the goals being scored in the second half. After Ansu Fati injured himself, Rooney Bargi came on and played incredible, setting up the first 2 and scoring himself. January overall was great, other than the 2-2 draw with Levante. Our deadline day was quiet too, just the 2 names in and an English academy player went out on loan. February was a weird month, knocked out the cup on penalties by Osasuna and dropped points against Cadiz. Battered Atletico Madrid 3-0 though, and we overcame Juventus in the first leg of the Champions League. Another win and a loss in that month sees us drop 6 points behind Real Madrid. March was similar, as a loss to Valencia is going to harm our league campaign. However, back to the Champions League, and despite visiting Turin, we took control and scored with Pedri in the 6th minute. And to kill the tie off, Ansu Fati got another in the 43rd minute. Manchester City in the quarterfinals to come. Thomas Tuchel as manager now, and Haaland is still there as a key player. The month started really well with a 4-0 win at Villarreal, and then we lost 4-0 to Manchester City. You would not believe what happened in the second leg though. Rooney Bargi gave us the lead. Dedic did fantastic down the right hand side and found Luka in the box for a second. Ansu Fati fired in a third before half time, and the miracle happened when Ansu Fati leapt highest after a block shot to tie the leg 4-4. And it went down to penalties. And after the usual culprits found the back of the net, Elias Akamak put his penalty in, and Laporte stepped up, smashed it down the middle where ter Stegen stood strong to send us through. All of that, and we have El Clasico next and the other Manchester team in the semi-final. With the hero at the Camp Nou, ter Stegen out injured, we are vulnerable against Madrid. But the miracles continue when Sesko fired in a late winner at the Bernabeu. What isn't a miracle though is our under-19s. I told you they would dominate soon. 187 goals in 26 games. Hey, we are playing quality again though, when Manchester City gave us a great fight at the Camp Nou, with Sesko scoring a hat-trick and Rashford getting 2 in a 3-2 win for Barcelona in the semi-final first leg. Unfortunately though, we crumbled in the second leg and Rashford scored another 2, knocking us out of the semi-final. So I guess our focus turns to the league then. 4 points behind with 4 games to go. 3 wins in a row takes it down to the final game of the season against Celta Vigo. 3 points behind Real Madrid too, with the better head-to-head record over them. And we did our job, destroying Celta Vigo 5-0 without even having top scorer Sesko on the pitch, who was injured for this match, with incredible performances from Ansu Fati, Gavi and Rooney Bargi. It wasn't enough, however. Real Madrid win on the final day and lift the La Liga trophy for the second time in the row, mainly thanks to the 43 goals from Bobby Lewandowski. Okay, back to the pre-season vault then, don't go anywhere yet. We still have another season to get through. The debt is now down to £167 million too, so let's see what we've done this summer. Well, in June, we actually cleared a lot of the debts according to this news article. And on July 1st, we welcomed 8 new signings and said goodbye to Umtiti. We did make more deals for players who aren't old enough to move yet, or Scottish forward Jordan Ross, who we agreed to complete in a year's time to allow him more first-team football at Sheffield United. With the window now closed, we brought in a good amount of youth prospects, whilst loaning out a few players too, moving some to Barcelona B, and no real big departures. This is stage 3 of Youth to Gold now. It's all about the development, creating their next generation before stage 4, selling the first generation. But right now, other than ter Stegen in goal, our first generation is incredibly young and can last a couple more years unless we get unrejectable offers in. And the debt has been cleared. We are 9th in the club reputation though, which is ultimately my longest goal to achieve on this save. Of course, winning the Champions League too, and our group has been drawn for this season, and it's the club who knocked us out and won it last season, Manchester United, the holders, with Club Brugge and Porto. So let's fast forward a couple of months because we have played incredibly well and are unbeaten this season. 2 draws in the league with Betis on the opening day and Valencia. But our best part of this period happened when we took the 3 points in El Clasico, when Torres scored a beautiful first and Sesko and Romero caught Madrid on the counter late on the second goal. Followed 3 days later by a win at Old Trafford when Sesko got himself 2 goals in a 2-1 win. And we are flying high in both competitions. Fast forward to the new year and we have lost both United at home and Club Brugge away from home, but still we are unbeaten in La Liga. Only topped by 3 points as Madrid has won the same amount of games, and after topping the group above United, we still get a difficult tie against PSG in the Champions League. Eric Garcia is 25 now and not getting much football, and he's quite unhappy about it. Dortmund have put in an offer and I've asked them successfully to move the initial fee to £20 million with the £7 million add-ons. Good deal. So I head to Barcelona B and I call up Francisco Carlos. Deadline day closes and just a couple of goalkeepers join in, mainly because I know ter Stegen is going to be a huge loss when he retires or leaves, so I'm stockpiling the good ones now to make sure we have some options. Going forward a bit, and there are wins everywhere, including the away leg to PSG in the Champions League. But the most impressive performance was Rooney Bargi scoring 5 goals away to Getafe from playing as a right midfielder. He was exceptional in this match and really cemented his position in the starting 11 since Trincao left last year. We progressed through the quarterfinals against PSG with a 3-2 home win as well in the Champions League. However, we lost our first league match in El Clasico of all matches and then followed that on with another loss to Sevilla. We are still top, however, by 4 points, and we have Manchester City next in the Champions League. The first leg included 2 very late goals at the Camp Nou. But unlike last season against Manchester City, we were eliminated from the competition in the quarterfinals when our old pal De Jong put through Frimpong to score the first. But following that, another ex-midfielder, Mariba, created an attack where eventually Mbappe put the ball in our net. 3-1 to City on aggregates. So just concentrating on the league then, 4 points ahead with 4 games to go. And with 1 win and 1 draw, I was worried. However, Sevilla defeated Madrid, leaving us 5 points ahead with 2 games left, Atletico Madrid up next. But we only needed 1 of those games and we did it in style. Starting off with Pedri's free kick, we completely dominated Atletico Madrid, having 27 shots with 12 on target and scoring 5 goals with no response. Meaning, we got to hold the La Liga trophy aloft in front of our home crowd after 2 seasons without it. And we are back on the top of Spain where we belong. We just need to keep developing talent to make sure we always have someone hungry to take a spot and forever make more money. This is how you do a youth to gold save right. And of course, once we are kings of Europe again and top of the world reputation, then my job here is not over. So I hope you're enjoying the series. I hope you don't mind the change in format, but we really need to progress in this youth to gold save. So if the next episode is out, make sure you click it right here. If not, subscribe so you do not miss it. And I'll see you then. Bye-bye.